Okay, today he's discussing the Count of Monte Cristo. Mostly the movie came out, I think, late 90s, early 2000s with Jim Caviezel and Guy Pearce and others. Um, yeah, great movie, one of my favorites, and the story's classic, right? Alexander Dumas, or Dumbass, I don't know how, no, I can't make a joke about him. He's a great storyteller. The great French, um, say author, but that's not the word I'm looking for. Writer who also did Three Musketeers, I think The Man in the Iron Mask, and The Count of Monte Cristo. And there's life lessons. One of my messages for people, if you see this video, is that stories aren't just stories. That's how it's the stories and symbols that we leave behind that make it through the noise that the dark force that rules this world tries to clean up, but it's too dumb to remove the hidden truth, the buried truth that lies underneath. And the lesson there is like Jim Caviezel's character, the Count, but Edmond starts off as a young guy, early 20s, and just bright-eyed and energetic and cool. He has integrity, but he also trusts people. And guys, you can't go through life trusting everybody. There are people in this world with no conscience and no empathy. They're not evil. They are greedy. They do lie pathologically. Um, and oftentimes they're in positions of power. They crave power. They want the fame and the money. And God bless them. Don't hate them. Don't fear them. But you'd be wise not to ignore their presence. And I really believe we're splitting hairs with our terminology. Sociopath, psychopath, narcissist. I think there's subtle differences in the behavior and just how damaging they can be. But man, I've lived with these people. I've dated women who've been married to such people. It's real. I've worked for such people. Had clients as a commodity broker. It's it's common. It's not majority. It's a minority, but it's a healthy minority. I'm saying at least 5%. And there are tests, PET scans, fMRI that we can do on people to see if they. It's just how their brain functions. There's no conscience. So it could be a very boring place without such people. This game wouldn't be any fun without such people. And more than that their greed churns the wheels of industry and progress, but they need to be regulated. Without regulation, it leads to child labor, unsafe working conditions, slavery, all the atrocities you can think of. Um, so Edmond, in his naivete, he gets screwed over by his friend, the magistrate, right, and his co-worker, and gets falsely imprisoned in the worst prison you can think of. But the line from the magistrate right before he sends him off to jail is, like, God help you, dude. I don't know how you're gonna make your way in this world, being so naive. Um, People need to earn your trust, and it's the people that ask for your trust, like right off the bat, and try to manipulate you, that haven't first proved that they're trustworthy. Those are the people that will screw you over. And why do we have these scams that take money from retired people's uh, accounts and just leave them penniless? Because they don't care. Some people do not care. And I think this is the media, these like the bubble-headed bleach blonde from the Don Henley song, Dirty Laundry, the talking heads, CNN, and just bickering and dumb. They don't get it. They're dumb. Sorry, God bless you, but they're dumb. And it's the CEOs of the world, oftentimes, not all, I never say all, but many, and the backstabbing people that want to climb the rung of success, and the mantra, the bumper sticker, he who dies with the most toys wins. Some people think that way, and that's the mantra of a psychopath. And I mean, sounds like I'm vilifying. I'm not. I have friends, and they're cool. They can be charming, they can be fun, but I don't want these people telling me what to do or running the country. Um, and what else about that movie? So that lesson there, and then I also love the story arc that there's a guy who was deeply religious, had faith in God, and very devout, and then going through the struggles and turmoils of life and the imprisonment, he then gives up on God, and in the end, comes right back to God. And I think that's the story arc of everyone's story, or at least for me. I've been down that road, deeply devout, and never giving up on the idea that we're here for a reason. I believe in love and the universe, right? We're here to take care of each other. But I did give up on the idea of intelligent creator that was governing. And now I'm right back to it, that I would die for God. Sorry, I would. And it's you have that born again experience, um, where I can't deny God's existence. I mean, he slapped me in the face over and over again. Doug, I'm here for you. I got you. Now go talk to people. Get out there. I got your back. And then what else about that movie was cool? Oh, then I've talked about this before. Just that great birthday toast that the Count gives to, unbeknownst to him, he's giving to his own flesh and blood, his son. He doesn't realize that's his son. But it basically goes like this: that they had this encounter where that his son was just showed courage in the face of, having his finger cut off and being held for ransom. He just says, "Do your worst." So the Count says, "Yes, life is a storm, my young friend. You'll bask in the sun one minute, and you'll be dashed on the rocks the next. It's what you do when that storm comes that makes you a man. You've got to look that storm in the eye and shout as you did in Rome. Do your worst, for I shall do mine. And then the fates will know you as we know you, as the man. Face the storm, or woman for that matter. I don't want to be sexist here, but man, that's life. If you're ever going to get free and break free, fight the oppression and live fully, you're going to face the storm. And just tell you, the universe has you. You're safe. Believe it or not. And how else could it be? You are the universe itself. You're a microcosm of the universe. You're no mistake. You're not an accident. You're not a meaningless speck. You are the central character and the unfolding drama of the universe. And it can be a scary realization. But if you ever get too overwhelmed and afraid, I'd suggest you maybe go on a fast. Just stop eating, drink water, and meditate. Breathe. Get into, proper breathing, diaphragmatic breathing, drinking water, and this too shall pass. Wow, just rambled on several topics there. I think that's pretty good information. I hope this helps you. I wish you well on your journey, and hopefully I'll see you, I don't know, someday, somewhere. Wish you well. Bye.